Hello everyone and welcome to Kingdom Hearts Key X back cover. This is an hour-long movie and the last episode of our journey to Kingdom Hearts 3 until Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. And then few things before we get started. These cutscenes are the HD remastered cutscenes of the original Kingdom Hearts Key that was in Japan on web browser. That was essentially an MMORPG that got discontinued a year and a half ago. But they basically remade that into the Kingdom Hearts mobile game.
And threw microtransactions in front of it.
Which is Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key. And then they went off the rail and started adding things I consider non-canon.
But it is canon, people.
No.
It is.
Ben should not be in there.
Until he says otherwise.
So, with that being said, these cutscenes are a little disjointed because they are the cutscenes that go across an entire game that we kind of have access to. So that is why, and I just wanted to bring that up front. If you know nothing about Kingdom Hearts Key, this will give you some important stuff, but you will probably be left confused.
I know the whole story and I'm still confused with this. What's happening?
But
No. I was
just going white and then going back to that.
That's because you touched it. I want to see if we could open it.
No. If there's an opening, we'll get to it.
Oh, okay.
But there are some important details in here that are important to Kingdom Hearts 3. Mainly 1 to 2. Well, there is one important detail that's important to the entirety of the last couple games. And I'll kind of point that out when we get to it. But let's hit play and let's watch. Subtitles on, please.
Yes.
Where's my difficulty?
Okay, they just ripped this from the mobile game or from the PC version.
Yeah, this is from the PC version.
Yeah, this is basically the opening for it. Ugh. You think if when they made a movie, they would actually make an opening, but I guess they said, nah, we'll just take it from the game.
The 5 read the manuscript. There's a lot of words here.
Yeah, you can't. You have to either stop this and read it all at once.
But yeah, the PC game was remade into the mobile game.
The mobile game was fine, since the one who still plays it all the way up until now. The one it's fun. I mean, there's been a lot of filler and barely any story. And sadly, all the good medallions are hidden behind a paywall. So,
of course. And that's probably how it was in the PC version in Japan.
Probably. But yeah, all this story, and I didn't really care much for that story. I did that already.
Yeah, as someone who dropped the mobile game within a week of it coming out because I saw where they were going with it, there's a lot I need to read up on in order to understand everything. But
it's because, well, one, you're playing the same levels, the same Disney worlds all over again. So basically it's Chain of Memories with the Disney levels. But when you get to the actual important levels of what's going on in the Kingdom Hearts universe, they're like this, like her. It's rare. I seen that scene. I do remember this scene. I had to fight him, or another version.
Yeah, but the reason why we're watching this is because Square Enix decided it was important enough to put onto this collection, which means it's important to the plot.
Yeah, I don't remember that. Yeah, I do remember that. And I think that's probably close to the end. And then supposedly this happened.
That's the Keyblade War.
Yeah.
I mean, that is essentially what...
And also, I don't know if you're in a different union, do you get a different cutscene? I've never established that.
I don't know. But I mean, the entire mobile game should end with the Keyblade War.
Which it did show cutscenes, but then it just went back to more story. I'm like, what? So, as we sit here and ponder this, we watched the movie.
Yep. Case of Loot Shoe.
So that makes you the indisposable number 7. Huh. Come on, it's simple. U6 plus me is 7. Wait, don't tell me I don't count.
No.
That Keyblade is
Here,
important.
take it.
Yes, it is. And he can use a Keyblade, and he can use a Keyblade.
In the master's playful and mischievous way, he gave his apprentice Lushu a very important role. What seemed like a simple task was the element that would connect all of the events to come.
My biggest question.
Long, long
I
ago,
wouldn't mind living in that
all
valley.
the worlds were
Is-
still one.
Organization 13 has
One
the
day,
same cloaks. Where did they find
This
them?
would be called the Age of Fairy
I
Tales.
don't know.
It all began here in Daybreak Town.
So a town that sees
The
none but
Master
daybreak.
of Masters had
Also,
an eye that
do you
gazes
think we'll
into the
go to
future.
Daybreak Town in Kingdom Hearts 3?
If it
He
exists.
bestowed upon 5
Well-
of his 6 apprentices
Remember, in the
a
old Grandma's
copy of
fairy
the
tale,
Book of Prophecies,
yes.
that all the worlds
in
were
which was
used to be
written the
one,
events to
but then
come.
split off into their own. So Daybreak Town still should exist somewhere.
Somewhere. I'm hoping we might, and if it's probably be big, and you probably get to jump off that tower.
I would enjoy that.
Case of Era. Or Era.
So, did you look through the book?
Yes. But I'm still analyzing it.
Wow, no quick skim for you, huh?
I just prefer to be thorough. Master, is what it says in the last passage true?
Oh yeah, that. Bummer, huh?
Yes.
By the way, if one day I suddenly disappear, I'm counting on you to keep the others calm, okay?
Huh? Disappear?
Vanish, dim, fade. I don't know how to explain it. It's just hypothetical talk.
Okay.
This world is full of light. It's a world comprised of many smaller worlds, all connected, stretching as far as the eye can see. One great light protects us all throughout this vast land. All worlds share one light, one fate.
I take it you're talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Yep, you're right on the money. People believe that the light that is Kingdom Hearts will be here forever.
But it won't.
But if it were to disappear, the world would be enveloped in darkness.
Yeah.
I understand.
It's like, how did he know
That
all
is why you
this?
granted us these Keyblades. With these, we can spread the teachings of light. And we can protect Kingdom Hearts from darkness.
No, they're not for protecting Kingdom Hearts.
Huh?
The final passage reads, "On that fated land, a great war shall transpire. Darkness will prevail, and the light expire."
Isn't it our duty as Keyblade wielders to prevent this war from taking place?
Not possible.
What?
You really think you can change the future?
Then, what do you want us to do?
We have to focus on what comes after. There's no use thinking of ways to change events that we know are gonna happen.
But what about all of those who are here now? And the ones who will be here when the darkness finally comes? Are we to abandon all of them?
Come on, are you telling me that you think the world can be saved by just 7 people?
Yes.
We have to at least try. With enough Keyblade wielders, we could...
Well, if you want to give it a shot.
Yes.
Alrighty, good luck.
Sounds about right.
His character intrigues me. We never find out who he is.
We might find out who he is in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Maybe.
And so the reliable Era, who wore the mask of the unicorn, was given his role to take over for the Master and to lead the others. Similarly, the virtuous Envy, who wore the mask of the snake, was given her role to watch over the others with a fair eye. The fearless Aced, who wore the mask of the bear, was given his role to support their brand new leader, Ira. The prudent Ava, who wore the mask of the fox, was given her role to prepare exceptional Keyblade wielders for the world after. The cool-headed Gula, who wore the mask of the leopard, was
think
given
that's the
his
team I
role to
chose.
uncover the mystery of the Book of Prophecies.
I don't remember who I originally chose.
I
It's
know-
been so long.
I know it wasn't pink. I think it
Lushu,
was him.
the first of the apprentices to be given their role, watched his companions from afar as they learned what it was that they were meant to do.
And he was,
He disappeared.
but he shows up at the end of the Keyblade War.
Not long after that, the master vanished, dimmed, and faded without a trace.
Well, and Lushu obviously passed down his Keyblade to somebody.
Yes.
Whether that be Xehanort or somebody else who passed it down to Xehanort.
Maybe Lushu is, I don't know. Kids are around like, what the hell are you doing, Bob?
This is where your story began. The story of your very own adventure.
Look at all those carbon copy Keyblades.
5
pretty
of the
much.
master's apprentices
Like a dollar store
armed
Keyblade on the side
themselves with the
somewhere.
Book of Prophecies. They each created a union.
That symbol on that chair looks
This
interesting.
would fulfill his wishes.
You
Yeah.
might see that again.
Then, they set out to rally Keyblade wielders just like you. By defeating Heartless, the monsters of darkness, they would gather light.
So I'm gonna see if I can catch anything I missed.
Essentially.
Like the stars look interesting.
I think that's just patterns.
Oh, the table looks interesting.
There's a traitor among us.
Are you certain? What proof do you have?
I found this sniffing around.
Is that a dark Cherothy? Is that a nightmare?
I just realized this music's from
Master,
the
did you make this?
Dream Drop Distance.
It's so
yeah.
cute.
Also, notice the mark on
Well,
his
things
back.
are gonna get pretty
Cherokee?
hectic
Yeah,
around here
he's a dream
soon.
eater.
Yep.
This spirit Cherothy is gonna make your lives much easier. Well, hopefully.
Spirit?
You could say they're like cats or dogs. And they'll be your loyal
Which
pets.
means the Master of Masters
Every
is the one
wielder
that
will have
originally
one of
created
these
the Dream Eaters
adorable
and
little
Nightmares.
guys at their
Yes.
side. They're here to help, so play nice.
I didn't catch that at
Okay.
the first time I watched this.
Me
Oh,
neither.
right. Before I forget, if a wielder is overcome by malice, or rather if their heart is tainted by darkness, their adorable little spirit will turn dark and become a nightmare.
So you're telling us that if we see a nightmare,
Someone has fallen into darkness.
Exactly. And if you don't stop this renegade spirit, it'll plant darkness in the hearts of others. And you'll have an army of nightmares on your hands. Beware.
So, if we see one of these nightmares anywhere, we have to get rid of it on the spot.
No! I won't let you do that!
No wonder you ended up as the bear. You're scary.
Your point?
Maybe you can growl at them.
Don't insult me!
Come on, Hassan. You won't know if it works unless you try.
Please tell me you're joking.
Oh, their faces.
It's not me!
There's an easy way to solve this. If we all summon our spirits, then we'll know.
Unfortunately, there are countless wielders in our unions. It would be easy for any of us to summon a Cherothy that isn't a nightmare.
Then do it.
I'm afraid that your suggestion wouldn't help us get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, in that case, who's to say that the nightmare you saw belongs to one of us? It could belong to anyone in our unions.
True.
See, this is where it
That's
could fail,
highly
though. They
unlikely.
could have summoned it right there. And
Do
it
you
could've
recall the
solved a
tool
lot
the
of
wielders were
problems.
given in order to make them stronger? We generally don't concern ourselves with what they have at their disposal. However, I believe those tools were the Nightmare's doing.
The bangles. I know when they're equipped, they have the power to collect dark energy. But I thought we all agreed that was okay.
Collecting is fine, but using that power is the equivalent of using the power of darkness.
It's a brilliant plan. Everyone knows that all spirits look the same, and wielders exist in spades. There's no way to tell.
Oh no. Everyone's already equipped their bangles.
So what now? How do we find out who's behind this?
Seeing as those bangles couldn't have been acquired by just anyone, I believe it's one of us here in this room.
No, Ira. I respectfully disagree. What proof do we have that the bangles are tied to the power of darkness, or if a nightmare is to blame? We shouldn't simply jump to conclusions.
Ira, some leader you are. You've managed to plant seeds of doubt in all of us with that speech.
Yeah.
What? Did you expect the traitor to give themselves up with that accusation of yours?
Yeah.
That was foolish.
Aced, that's quite enough.
It looks to me like the Master made the wrong choice.
Wait, where do you think you're going?
I think we're done here. I trust you'll keep us all updated.
I hope we can all resolve this soon.
That didn't go as expected.
Of course not.
What's wrong, Ira? This isn't like you.
A lost page. Something's missing from our book of prophecies.
It's the Book of Prophecies.
Each
coming
of
to
our
play.
copies were said to contain the events of the future. But this incident, well, it's nowhere to be found.
And how does this whole thing with the traitor tie together?
Like I said, it's nowhere to be found. In my book.
Ira, are you implying that someone is in possession of the missing page? And the person with the complete book is the traitor?
There is something going on, and a page is suspiciously missing from the book. It's not so far-fetched to assume that the one who has the lost page has been turned, that they have fallen into the hands of darkness. Trust me.
Or the Master of Masters just gave
There
you an
seems to
incomplete
be
book.
no record of it in my book either. You may be onto something.
Well, you'll find out
I
through the
wonder,
story.
could this have been the Master's plan all along? To grant the lost page to only one of us?
We have no way of knowing. The Master is gone.
I understand what you're saying. I promise to keep a close eye on the others. I will keep you informed, as always.
Thanks.
Of course. After all, that is what the Master asked of me. And Ira, may your heart be your guiding key.
Where we heard that before?
No, I wonder. Makes me wonder who the Master of Masters truly is.
It can't be Xehanort.
Case of envy.
Envy.
So,
I
to
did not even
sum it up,
notice those.
I'll need you to observe the others. Easy breezy.
All right.
Like I said, Ira may have to take over for me. But don't be shy. Just be fair. And do not be afraid to speak up. Even though I say observe, you'll need to be the mediator. Make sure people get along.
I understand. But without you or Luciu, to form and maintain our own unions is... it's a little unnerving, to be honest.
Well, here's the thing.
Come on!
There's only two
Up a
people
little.
at this point in time that
Maybe
have
they'll
these
never
black
disappear.
cloaks.
Him and Luciu.
Wait. Do you want me to go?
What? No, of course not.
And yet organization has
kidding.
the same cloaks.
I see.
You're still on this cloak thing.
Yes, I am, because it's a clue.
Get that change can be hard for everyone, but things need to keep moving
Master of
forward.
Master disappeared.
And you
Luciu
keep up.
technically
Otherwise,
disappears,
you'll just
but we
get
know
left
Luciu
behind all
leaves
alone.
behind his Keyblade.
Now
But
that you
what
know
else?
What the future holds, Invi, what does your heart say?
Could
What if
May
Luciu
your
is
heart be
Xehanort?
your guiding
what
key.
if Luciu's my Lucia?
I say it all the time.
No.
You ultimately
Luciu,
need to
my
do
Lucia?
what your heart feels
No.
is right.
Lelouch?
Right.
Yes, he's Lelouch v. Britannia.
Yes. Oh, I can see it now. They both joined forces. They both met at
God.
the elevator.
A few days
I
later.
was wrong about Ira. I thought he would make a great leader, but he let me down. Well, what do you two think? You don't believe what Ira said, do you?
Of course not. His argument was unconvincing. It's like Invi said. He's just making baseless assumptions given the situation. There's no evidence to tie his accusations to anyone, let alone one of us.
Maybe there's something he hasn't told us.
And he needs to tell us. How dare he look at us with suspicion? We're his comrades.
I wouldn't call us comrades. Anyway, could you get to the point? I know you didn't call us here just to complain.
I want the three of us to form an alliance.
But alliances are forbidden, us said.
I knew it. I had a feeling it would come to this. So, we join forces, then confront Ira?
Confronting him is pointless. Ira won't change his mind. I know there's darkness at work. There's no question. But I don't believe for a second there's a traitor among us. Unfortunately, Ira doesn't share the same belief. He's just wasting time trying to figure out who the traitor is. But darkness won't wait, and neither should we. We need to band together now and find a way to fight it.
Guess it makes sense.
I agree that we need to do something to fight the darkness. But combining our unions? That was strictly forbidden by the Master.
He's no longer here.
I'm in.
Just like, why? It makes no sense.
But let's be clear. The alliance is just between the two of us right now. I don't want my union members involved.
Gula! I want to follow the Master's teachings.
Understood. That's your choice to make. You should do whatever you feel is right.
Yeah.
By the way, Ased, do Ira and Invi know?
I haven't talked to Ira about it for obvious reasons, but I did ask Envy to join us.
You wanted to see me? Gula, Ava, what are you doing here? What's the meaning of this?
Hear me out, Envy. I want an alliance among our unions. Gula here has already agreed. Will you join us? And together we can—
And disobey the Master's teachings?
We don't have a choice! Darkness is approaching, and we need to combine our strength to stand against it.
The Master bestowed each of us with a different role, and he specifically told us to keep our union separate, to maintain the balance of power. He told us that any imbalance would lead to a desire for more power, which leads to darkness. I know you haven't forgotten.
True.
Perhaps it's you who has been tainted by darkness.
That's an accusation. Why is it always the
I'm
big
tainted
burly
by
ones
darkness?
that
Then
are
what
muscle
about
bound?
you, Envy?
That's who they want
You
to attack
spy
first.
on us and report everything you see back to Ira. You really think you have no darkness in your heart after what you did?
Because that is my role.
To observe us, yes, but not to disclose everything we say and do to Ira.
That's...
For all we know, you and Ira could be allies, scheming behind our backs.
that's enough.
Very weird. Very.
But it's not as disjointed as I thought it was going to be. like when I first watched it.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
When will it stop? I don't want us to turn against each other.
And here comes child
Master
actor
Alva.
number 1.
Oh, hello. Your name is Ephemer, right?
Uh-huh.
Ephemer.
Hey, can I join you?
I never knew how to pronounce that name until now.
Well, now you know.
Yeah.
The more you learn.
Why the long face?
Just a star
something
shoots
happen?
by with the Keyblade attached to it.
Long day.
With Sora attached to it.
Oh
Do
god.
you remember what you asked me before? About why the unions compete against each other instead of working together. Actually, I always wondered the same thing.
Huh? Isn't it just because the master said so?
Yes. And as such, we must obey.
They need to make a 3D
The master
movie.
said so. So it is.
They just need to.
Lately,
No, I want
really
them
started to
to stop their bull crap with the mobile
once told
game
me that
and make
you
it
were
into an
looking for
actual
answers.
game that takes about 40 hours to
that you wanted
complete.
to solve the
Yeah.
mysteries of this world.
They already. This already helping
think that's
fund
how
whatever
things
they
should
need to
be.
be funded.
Yeah.
We need to question things and think for ourselves.
But otherwise, it looks beautiful as
Whoa.
a movie.
Oh, it
You are
does.
really not yourself today. I guess even foretellers have their off days.
I mean, they use the same graphics in that as
Hey,
0.2.
maybe talking about
Yes.
the book will cheer you up.
Not a chance.
Aww.
I don't know what his story is too.
Maybe you have to
You
go
were
down,
trying to
join
pull
her
a fast
union to
one on
find
me.
it.
Weren't you?
I don't know. if
No,
I am
no,
in
I was joking.
No, I am in the lines.
If
either.
you say so.
I mean that little
But
that little short
to be
shit
honest,
I can't stand.
I think it would be great if all the unions could work together and be friends.
You know, I made a friend from another union today. Wasn't much of a talker. Maybe just shy. We're meeting again tomorrow.
I'm assuming he's talking about your character.
That sounds like
or
so much
and
fun.
anyone's character, but yeah, I do.
Then
He does.
You'd better go home and get some sleep.
I do wait for
Okay.
him. Actually, I wait for him, and he never shows up.
Well,
and then the next
it was
day
nice
I
talking to
see
you.
him.
I don't know what's got you down. But please cheer up.
Thank you.
Get out of here with that Ventus run.
Don't you mean the Kingdom Hearts run?
Worst
It
happens.
probably is. Kingdom Hearts 15-year-old
I'll
run.
be glad to leave the future to the kids who see the world in the way that you do. Let the wind carry you far, far away. My dandelions.
Well, at least it's not as boring as the coded
Oh,
movie.
God.
Envy. Have you learned
I
something?
love how
That's the Book of
It
Prophecies
seems
he's reading.
Ased and Gula's unions are now allied.
the manufactured
So Ased is the
heartless
traitor after
symbol is
all.
in that.
No, I don't believe he is.
Why's that?
Yeah, the Book of Prophecies
To
is very
Ased,
confusing.
unification is a means of gathering strength to oppose the darkness. So I believe his heart still belongs to the light.
Even so, forming alliances was strictly forbidden by the Master.
Yes, and his teachings are absolute. That's why I will try and persuade Gula to dissolve their alliance.
Then I'll do it.
No, please let me do the talking. Your intervention will do nothing more than spur Ased's anger.
All right. I'll leave it to you.
And one more thing. Ased has begun to question the two of us. As a precaution, my reports will be less frequent. I don't want him to get the wrong idea. Please understand.
Yes, I do.
And that's how Ventus was born.
What?
Yup.
No.
He's in the Mobile Cave.
Dark Side is in that book.
A lot of symbols.
The Kingdom Key is in that book.
So yeah, this Book of Prophecy explains a lot. It's a future-telling book, actually.
Well, yeah, it explains a lot, but at the same time,
It doesn't.
I think I'm done.
Done with what?
The Alliance. I think it's time to call it quits.
I can't stand him. He's so smug.
For what reason?
To put it simply, I entered this alliance thinking we were preparing to fight some impending darkness, but it hasn't come. In fact, There haven't been any suspicious incidents recently, and you haven't rallied anyone else to your cause.
Yeah, but
This alliance is meaningless. Even Envy agrees. Oh.
Envy?
Uh-oh. You weren't supposed to find out.
Is Envy the one who told you to break our alliance?
Maybe. But I'm the one who decided to do it. And I've already told you why.
But we don't even know who the traitor is yet!
See,
And that's exactly why.
it's like, I think he knows something too, which is like, ugh,
Who?
him. He's so smug, and he knows something too.
Well, yeah.
I just can't trust anyone but myself.
There's a reason for that. And
Don't you
it'll come
realize
up.
you won't
Yeah.
stand a chance against the darkness on your own?
Sorry, my mind's made up.
And he's just a non-thinking, angry character.
Yeah, you know,
And I know one thing, I can't get over.
Riku, Terra, they've all turned to darkness.
Yeah, and I can't get over all their outfits. They just. Ugh.
Envy, you will regret this.
Darkness.
Yeah, that's how it starts.
Yeah. It's like going over to the dark side.
Yep, rags and all.
The case of Used.
You been here long? My bad.
No.
So, what did you want?
You didn't forget, did you? You're the one who called me here.
Lighten up! I was just kidding. I didn't forget. Give me a little credit here. I was just testing you.
Right.
Now then, allow me to tell you about your role. You're going to be Ira's right-hand man.
What? Ira's right-hand man? What do you mean?
Well, Ira's gonna be the new leader after I'm gone, you see. So, just stand
Crown.
by. Don't disappoint.
Explain to me, Master. What do you mean Ira's going to be leader?
What? Is that disappointment I hear? Did you want to be leader?
No! I mean, if you had asked me to be the leader, that's a different story, but I wasn't trying.
You really want to be leader, huh?
Yeah, he does.
Well...
I know you want it, but that just isn't enough. Any chump can say, here's a huge promotion, good job, and make you head honcho. But enthusiasm alone doesn't make a great leader. Ira needs someone like you to give him a push in the right direction.
I agree. Ira is definitely the most worthy among us. I'm sure he'll make a fine leader.
Disappointment.
Settled.
Pretty much.
Wait, I agree that he is worthy. But why do we need a new leader, Master? Does that mean you will no longer be teaching us?
Well, I might disappear one day. Well, I might disappear.
Disappear? Why? Where?
Speak up sooner if you're listening. It was embarrassing for me.
I like the Master of Masters.
Anyway,
I
I don't
didn't at
know if
first,
I'm
'cause I
gonna
thought it was
disappear
too
or not.
comical.
It's anyone's guess right now.
But
I was expecting him
In
to be
any
more
case,
serious, but
you
no,
need
this
to
is
support
fine.
Ira.
There's a reason for
We
this.
both know he's quite serious. He's always just thinking and thinking and thinking behind that unicorn mask of his. So everyone will be counting on you to spur him into action.
right.
You might not be entirely happy with your role, but just know that it's the most important one. Capiche? Now, shall I elaborate? Making Ira the leader is all good in theory, but sometime later you might think, he's terrible at this. In which case it'll be your job to step up. Who knows? Your leadership might be just what everyone needs.
That's what his plans all
That
along.
is your true role.
Because I believe he said all this shit on purpose to
May
make them
your
all
heart
break up and
be
be
your
angry at
guiding
one
key.
another or not trusting.
Best of luck, I said.
Because he has some bigger plans.
It's been over a year since the Master left. It's time for me to fulfill my true role.
I love how they each have a customized Keyblade.
Yep. Of course, everybody has a Keyblade. Sora has multiple ones.
No, he has one Keyblade. No, two Keyblades with a multiple of key
Why
chains.
you get in my way?
Whatever.
Don't be so conceited. I'm protecting the balance, just like the master told us to. You
Symbolism
need
in
to
them
come to your
flowers.
senses.
And he's over there spying.
If we don't do something, light will expire. Then we won't be able to avoid the grim future that awaits.
You won't be able to avoid it anyway.
We need to defy the Master's teachings to protect the
Is he
world.
crying or
You're
sweating?
saying he was wrong?
Ah.
He's not here anymore. I won't let his prophecy come true. I won't let the world fall into darkness.
You fool!
Okay, looking at this, I find this interesting.
Okay.
She's using water, but he's able to do the X thing. Where have we seen that X before?
Let's see. Xehanort, Axel, Sora, Roxas.
No, the X power. Only either.
Wouldn't that be from the Keyblade?
Yeah, but Vanitas.
over here!
Vanitas is the only one that could be able to do that, and then somebody else too.
Which Vanitas was
What's
the
that?
dark part of Ventus,
going on?
which is drawn out by
I
Xehanort,
found out who the traitor is.
which
Regrettably.
we don't know where he got his stuff from.
No, that's not true.
Abba, there's no time to lose.
Okay, he's sweating.
Yeah.
And then see it on my TV, but on your crisp, clear HD, I can see sweat. And in peer pressure, she does it too. And she has two?
May my heart
No.
be my guiding
She
key.
had two in her hand. Okay, good.
No, she was holding it with two hands.
And they all died. Credits.
Nope.
Credits.
No.
Dang!
There was a battle.
I kind of peeked the mic, but oh my god, I would not be wanting to live in that section of the area. I'd look outside, I was like, what happened to my window? I don't know if anyone lives in this town, it's just some 5. And also, his ass has the 5th page, or the
The
missing
lost page.
Whatever, he has it.
Of course.
Ass. That's why I don't like him.
It's not his fault.
Yes, well, it's his fault right there in that chair.
Yeah.
Master.
Master?
He's falling asleep.
He has no neck.
If you're busy, I can always come back later.
Sure. Oh, no, stay. Now, where? Ah, here it is.
That's not technically the last page.
No, it's not. It's just the missing page.
What's this?
Go on, read it.
This is from the Book of Prophecies. But
Yep. It's a page that's not in any of your books.
and what's written here is
Your role. You must find the traitor hidden among you, and stop them before it's too
Which
late.
is him, hell.
And in order to help you find the traitor,
I get it. That's why you gave us all different roles, isn't it? If anyone deviates from the job they were given, we can easily conclude that they are the traitor. It's brilliant.
way to steal my thunder, show off. Huh? It's not fair. My plan was supposed to blow your mind with its grandeur. Your jaw should have hit the floor at my sheer genius.
I'm sorry? But was my logic flawed?
Oh, you're right. So, I guess now you've earned your time in the limelight. Even though there is a traitor, act normal and keep focused. Trust no one but yourself.
Come on, I want to read it, not just see symbols.
Nope, symbols. That's it's that language.
Also, if he knows there's a traitor, shouldn't it just be like, this is the traitor?
Nope, because they don't want us to know.
Yeah, that's why he's all
Trust no
sneaky
one
in
but
that. It's
myself.
because he knows there's a traitor.
But he acting like a traitor.
No.
Who is in this town?
People.
Where?
It's nighttime. They're asleep.
It's always morning. They should be getting up.
No, this isn't Twilight Town where it's always twilight.
It's always daybreak.
No, this is Daybreak Town where there's nighttime.
So they're always asleep.
Gula.
Do you want to know what my role is? Huh? The books we were given are incomplete. There's a lost page.
Lost page?
On that page, it is written that there is a traitor. The Master told me to find and stop that person.
I called you my comrade. But never again, Gula.
Why is it always the big burly ones that turn to darkness?
If
I
you
don't know.
think I am the traitor and you want to strike me
That's wrong,
down.
too.
You knew there was a traitor and you just watched silently as we fought each other.
Yep.
And I won't forgive you for that.
And he's a bear.
You can barely stay on your feet. Just give up already.
Don't you underestimate me!
Please stop!
Yes.
You too, huh?
Let your heart seep into darkness.
I'll just keep watching. I can't. And she just doesn't know what the hell's going on.
No, but she has her own role to play.
Yeah.
Why? Why did it have to come
Also,
to this?
she has Tara's ears. She's a bunny, confirmed.
God damn it.
That's where Tara aspired his uniform from. Back in Raintown.
Daybreak Town.
Rain Town.
Oh, God. Oh, hello, leader.
Come to finish me off? And make it quick.
That's not what brought me here today. I wish to fulfill the role bestowed upon me.
Which was?
That's all.
To be leader.
Ah, that's it.
It isn't our place to try to change the events of the future. That is not our mission. We're here to make sure that light lives on. With only 5 lights, we can't afford to lose any.
You still count me as one of the 5 lights?
Of course.
Only you could be such a good guy after everything we've been through. But hey, I guess that's one of the reasons I respect you so much. However, we still might only be 4. I'm talking about Gula. He's using the knowledge of something called the Lost Page. He said that it contains events that are missing from all of our books. He's using it to discover and apprehend whoever is the traitor. Claims that's his role. But who knows what his real intentions are? What I do know is that I'll never forgive him for hiding the fact that he knew someone would betray us. That's the biggest betrayal of all.
I'd like to believe the Gula was simply carrying out his role. Aset, I'll deal with this matter. Please keep it to yourself for now.
Understood.
I need to see that lost page.
Oh boy.
I don't need to see the close of that ribbon, though.
A few days
Why
later.
did you tell Ira? It had to be you, because you were the only one who knew where we were hiding. Didn't you think for a second that your actions could be making things worse than they already are?
I do remember this in the mobile game.
And why should that even bother you? Not only do you have your union, but you've also gathered the finest Keyblade wielders from other unions, and you're training them in a secret location, aren't you?
Yes, because that is my role!
I had no idea. I apologize. I overstepped.
No. I shouldn't have snapped at you either.
Such a forgiving Gabe.
What did Ira want?
I don't know exactly. He just asked me to give up Gula. His eyes, they were scary.
Well, unless you
was
can see
worried
under
he'd
that
do something
mask, they're gonna always be
awful.
scary.
I knew I couldn't tell him where Gula was. Then he turned around and walked away.
I see. And Gula? How is he doing?
You know, just on death's door.
I don't know. He's gone.
No, it's adorable.
Yeah, those things are adorable. In stores now.
They've been in stores.
Someone's coming. They're headed straight this way.
Oh my god, I can talk.
Yeah, they
Take care of
can.
him.
They've been talking through the mobile game.
Remember when I said that I dropped that thing?
You dropped it quick before you even met the chair thieves? Was that like 2 or 3 episodes? Yeah, those things can talk. Oh my god.
It's been so long since I've touched
Is
it.
something wrong?
I know Gula's here.
What?
Tell me where he is.
No.
Pretty
Why?
much.
What are you going to do?
None of your concern.
It's all of my concern.
Don't.
What?
I won't let you near him.
So that's it. All right. I'll go.
Just turn back around and follow where she's going. Are you that badly hurt?
What are you doing?
I mean, a bear attacked him.
I guess.
Something happened?
Ira was here. He wanted me to give you up.
I knew it. It's finally come to this.
Come to what?
Everyone wants to know about the lost page.
The what?
The lost page?
Yeah. It's a page the Master gave me. It doesn't exist in any of our books. It contains a passage about an inevitable betrayal. It talks about the one who bears the sigil. That's it. So, I don't
The
know what
only
to make of
sigil
it, to
we
be
know
honest.
of is
My role
The Heartless.
is to
No.
find out who it is.
the sigil that they
I
placed on
suspected
Sora,
Aset
the
in order
X.
to confront him.
Ah.
That's the only sigil
What
that we
happened?
know, that we actually know of throughout the Kingdom
Why are
Hearts
you telling me
story.
this, Gula?
There's no other type of
I
sigil?
have enough to
Not
think
that I
about,
know of.
keeping with the
I
master's
thought like the
teachings
Kingdom
and my
Hearts
will.
or the Heartless was a sigil.
No, no sigil
Always
that
walking the straight path.
literally had sigil in its
I'm a
name.
fool
Ah.
for basing my actions on what is written on that
So
lost
who has
page.
an X on them?
Everything in the passage
I
is
mean, the big bear
ambiguous at
dude
best.
did an X.
That's what I think.
That's
He-
why. I
But-
need to find out
I don't know if that's considered a
how?
sigil.
Yeah.
by asking the master.
I mean, it's
But
not
he's not
literally
here
written on his
anymore.
body, and you can't tell with that big carpet
I'm
around
going to
all of
summon
them.
Kingdom Hearts.
What?
Then he'll have no choice but to come back.
Summoning Kingdom Hearts is forbidden!
That's exactly why. The only way to get him back is to break the rules. If things don't change, the entire world is
So now you're doing the
doomed.
same thing the bear wanted to do.
But in order to go through with it, I'll need Lux. I don't have nearly enough.
That's another thing that doesn't come into play at all.
Always do
Lux.
the right thing. Help me.
Story-wise,
with
I
this.
don't know what they do. Game-wise, I don't know what they do.
Huh?
I don't.
Lux is supposed to be light.
I'm sorry.
Well, I collect a lot
I
of
know
that.
you want the master to
Don't really
return,
do much, except score-wise.
but you don't know how summoning Kingdom Hearts will affect the rest of the world. The master, he forbid it for a reason. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I see. May your heart be your guiding key.
And Nisney disappeared, limping out the way.
He'll heal up. He'll be
Yeah.
fine. Just take a potion.
Yeah, he needs to.
Ghoul is on a mission to collect Lux.
Ah. That explains why Aced and Ira are as well. They're trying to maintain the balance. But that isn't the balance we were expected to keep. If everyone's collecting light solely for themselves, Keyblade wielders will soon turn against one another, which will lead to
Darkness.
the Keyblade War.
That too.
Which he wanted
And
to do in
what's
the first
written
place.
in the book, all of it will happen.
Light will expire.
Envy, what are you going to do?
I'll gather Lux too. No matter what, the balance must be kept. Ava, you do the same. We must delay the inevitable.
Right.
Man, a year after the Master of Masters leaves and everything's like, well, fuck this shit, Keyblade War time.
Pretty much, and because he planted those seeds of doubt in everyone.
Of course.
And so now they want to fight each other. I hope that freezes.
This isn't 0.2.
Just want to freeze right away. He did that crap on purpose.
Of course.
It was not that green in that patch of area in the mobile game. It was nothing but cobblestone.
Close up on the eye.
She has eyes in there?
Zoom out of the eye. Here, where's the title hidden?
I know, right?
Ah, Case of Ava.
What's written in the last page of the book is gonna happen. The entire world will be lost to darkness.
But Master, isn't there anything we can do?
Well, that's what brings me to your role. You might just be the only hope of keeping light from expiring.
That's another thing that confuses me. So he does all this stuff to cause this, but then yet he has her.
Well, he knows it's going to happen regardless.
But why cause it if you know it's going to happen
Master,
regardless?
what is it
He's
that
not
you need me to
causing it,
do?
he's just following the book.
Don't get involved in any battles. Forget the notion of unions. Find Keyblade wielders with potential and create an entirely separate organization. Then, like the seeds of a dandelion, let them fly to another world. They will keep the light alive.
You really think that I'm the right person for this?
Ava, you're the only person for this.
I understand.
My question is, what happened to all those Keyblade wielders?
Today you're here
Exactly.
to continue with your training for
Was
our
that
mission.
old Granny a Keyblade wielder?
This session may
Is
seem
old
like
Granny
it's familiar
Ava?
to you,
She's
No.
wearing pink.
but in a world that is
No.
different, one made of dreams, you
all
are
look default.
our hope. A war will soon wage. Those who strive to protect the light will turn their weapons on their allies for the sake of loyalty to their own unions. To be honest, I don't know how far I can guide all of you. What you must remember is that anyone can lose themselves to the
I think
darkness.
Rico's jacket.
However, there will be
And that
no
one looks like
winners.
Terra
Everything
over
will
in
be
that
lost,
quarter.
Default.
except all of you who are the seeds of hope. When the time comes, and there is war, you mustn't fight, but instead you must fly away from here to the world outside. This training is to help you fulfill this crucial task. The future is in all your hands, as is the world's light. May your hearts be your guiding key.
And they all said nothing.
That would have required more voice actors.
Yeah, it would have. And Lucian.
Again.
If you get rid of X, his name's just Lou.
The gazing eye?
Or Ulu.
It's not what it's called.
Oh, what then?
Actually, no name.
No name.
Well, gazing or not, that Keyblade does have an eye in it. My eye, to be exact.
Ew! Oh, you think that's gross, do ya?
No.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, about your role. You need to pass down that Keyblade to your apprentice and then him to his, so that my eye can see the future.
So the Book of Prophecies.
I wonder if he'll be the
Bingo.
final boss. It won't be Xehanort.
fact that it
he'll be the
exists
final
is
boss.
proof
'cause
of
he's the
your
one that's keeping track of
success.
what's going on.
That means you've trained a worthy apprentice, passed down that handsome Keyblade, and fulfilled your role. Congratulations! What's the matter? Come on, you did a fantastic job. At least smile a little.
But I haven't done anything yet.
Good point. Guess you'd better get started then. Unfortunately, you'll have to go alone from here on out. No Book of Prophecies to keep you company either. I can't have you causing any temporal paradoxes. But hey, we both know you'll do just fine without it, right?
Do I really have to go alone? What about the others?
Minor details, so don't sweat it. For now, you, that Keyblade, and this box need to stay out of sight. Just watch with your own eyes, and my eye, of course, as things unfold between the others. Then, when the time is right, go off and do your thing.
What's in it?
It's a secret. And, well, you see, the thing is, you can never, ever open it.
Great, now I really want to know.
All right. I'll indulge you. But this secret stays between the two of us, and you have to promise never
wanna know
to
what's in
open
the box.
box.
I know, because it
promise.
shows up again.
Yeah, in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, because Riku has it. I think.
No, Maleficent had it.
Oh, that's right, sure.
But why?
You'll see.
It complains plot.
Maybe it's his body. Maybe he's a nobody.
Ew. I mean, his eye is on that Keyblade. Which sucks. He has to lug that thing everywhere he goes.
Yeah. I mean, it does have a heart symbol on it.
Yeah, so he gives that key. So Xehanort gets that Keyblade.
So is Xehanort his apprentice?
May
Or is
my
there
heart
another one in
be my
between?
guiding key.
Or is he Xehanort?
I mean, he could be.
Because he never passed it down to anybody. I mean, he probably tried. Oh, he tried to give it to a new body. I don't know.
Well, no, like we know Xehanort has it. Lushu could have passed it down to Xehanort. Or Lushu is Xehanort with a new body.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
Because think of the young because actually,
we don't know what Lushu looks like.
we don't know what Lucian looks like.
We don't know what the Master of Masters looks like.
And Xehanort is called Young Xehanort, so it might be his real. I don't know. His real name might be Lushu. Who knows?
It's hard to say, and hopefully that does get answered in Kingdom Hearts 3. I want to know what's in the box. Also, this is the end of the movie.
And like I said, there's more questions than answers.
But
because where the hell he go off to?
They all went off to collect light, and then it ends with the Keyblade War. I think the biggest question is, if there were so many guiding lights to go to other worlds and be the hope, where'd they all go? Because there's like no Keyblade wielders anymore.
That's the thing. The only Keyblade wielders that were left, even after, were actually the only Keyblade. This is way before anything. The only Keyblade wielders were left was Xehanort, Ericus, Aqua, and Terra.
No. The only Keyblade masters that we know of in Birth by Sleep, Xehanort, Ericus, and then Yen Sid.
Oh, that's right.
Even though he renounced his name of master, he did take it up again because there was nobody else. He was one of them.
Well,
so it really depends on how much time passed between this and Birth by Sleep.
Yeah, because unless we find out later that these Keyblade wielders that were spread out everywhere, just hiding and keeping an eye on Sora. I don't know.
No, that wouldn't make much sense, though.
It might, and then obviously they all come later to join up with them, but I don't know.
Well, here's the thing: it couldn't be the people who were shown in there, because so much time would have passed. It would have been their disciples.
Their children, yeah.
Well, not necessarily their children, but their disciples that they passed the Keyblade down to.
And I don't know.
That is one big question we do need answered.
Yeah, we do. Like, who are these? You can't have some girl send all these extra characters of Keyblade wielders around the world, and then they don't show up ever again. I think then once again they're getting too big for their own story and they're forgetting their own original.
Honestly, that's something I don't think they'll forget, because that whole story was made after Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it's a more recent addition to the story.
Yeah.
But this has been Kingdom Hearts Key back cover. It adds a lot more questions than it answers,
yeah,
but it does show what started the Keyblade War.
Oh, his butt. See, I don't see, where are them? I think one of them's the grandma, Kyrie's grandma.
No.
It has to be.
No.
How would she know so much information if she's not a Keyblade
Fairy
wielder?
tales.
That fairy tales. Fairy tales are what they are created from people who have who know the fairies' tales.
I want to know where the Master of Masters went, because he didn't just vanish. He literally walked off.
To be honest, I want to see all their faces, because I need to know who all of them are.
Honestly, I don't think the five
faces
union
matter.
The 5 union masters will show up again.
Yeah, probably their faces don't matter, but we need to know who Lushu and whoever the
Lushu and Master of Masters. Those are the 2 main important ones to the plot.
And we'll never know until 3. Oh my god.
Oh dear lord.
I wanted to say and after seeing Marluxia in that trailer, I want to know he has to have some part in this now. He's not just a forgotten member of the organization now. He's playing a key role.
Unlocked theater.
Oh. Yeah, you can see everything over again.
Unlocked characters. Master of Masters. Mysterious man who possesses an eye that can see into the future. He uses that knowledge to write the Book of Prophecies. No one knows his mischievous nature is calculated or true. He disappears after restoring 5 of his 6 apprentices with a copy of the book.
Yep.
And it's basically just retelling. Does not receive a Book of Prophecies. He's stone with the Keyblade and Black Box for setting out on his journey. Book of Prophecies is found in Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm assuming. Did they show that off in a trailer?
Book of Prophecies?
Yeah.
They didn't show the Book of Prophecies off in the trailer.
But they mentioned it, right?
They mentioned it in Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah, they mentioned it in Dream Drop Distance because that's what led Pete and Maleficent
to now go looking
to go
for
look for the box
because
that showed up in the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yes, because they are now looking for it because of the whole how they were able to go in there through the data stream of the of coded, which is dandelions.
And that's everybody.
What's the point of having characters?
What's the point of having a theater?
So you can relive it all over again.
With a play all button.
Well, if you wait...
When you can just go play.
Maybe you don't want to see all those scenes. Maybe you just want to go to specific
scenes. With a play all button. That plays the whole thing.
No, I don't know. Here's the thing. Why do we need a theater mode when we have YouTube?
Because technically, no. Anyway, this has been Kingdom Hearts back cover Chi.
Hopefully, Kingdom Hearts 3, when it comes out sometime this year, it will explain everything. And he said it probably will.
He said it's going to wrap up the Darkseeker saga.
I hope it wraps it up into a pretty-ass bow with a whole bunch of Kingdom Hearts logo on the wrapping paper and Disney stuff.
Yeah, it will. And then there'll be a small hole at the bottom of the box that leads to Kingdom Hearts 4.
I don't want that box yet. Because I'm going to tear open that hole and see if there's what's in there.
All right.
Let's put this to bed.
This is it for our Kingdom Hearts Journey to Kingdom Hearts 3 marathon. We will be back for Kingdom Hearts 3 when it's out. But in the meantime, enjoy whatever comes next.
Yes, well, enjoy whatever trailer comes out, too, with the time this recording.
Oh, I know. There'll probably be at least one more trailer before this episode comes out.
And whenever trailer comes out, it's going to say whatever month, some date, 2018.
I hope so.
Because I'm tired of this coming soon 2018. Put a month on there. I need something to look forward to.
Anyway, we will see you guys next time. Have a good one.
Bye.